Hey guys, it's me, Christina Marie. I have an awesome video for you guys today. Who wants one of these beautiful Wet n Wild sets? These are the 10 professional brush set, if I'm saying that right. Anyways, they are $30 at Walgreens currently. They already come in this beautiful like gift wrapped box. You just put a bow on it. It is set and done. This is a $90 value. I am giving one of these sets away. I bought it for one of my fans out there. If you guys want to be put in the raffle to get one of these brush sets, just go ahead and push the subscribe button and the tiny little bell next to it. That's it for notifications of new videos, but you do have to hit the little tiny little bell. Anyways, go ahead and just leave me a comment down below. Tell me that you're interested in an interesting comment down below, and I will randomly pick a winner and go ahead and mail you guys this for Christmas. So I will be sending it out probably like December 15th, so you guys get it for Christmas. This is a Christmas gift from me to you. These are absolutely stunning brushes. You can see the details on the brushes. They do work like real hair. So let's go ahead and just jump to that video. I know you guys don't want to hear me rambling. Let's get to that review. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and start with the eyes. Let's compare last year's brush to this year's brush. Are they the same size? Yeah, pretty much. This one's just more fluffed out. I guess through time this will become like that. Let's go ahead and start this. Let's go ahead and use this on the eyes. I just grabbed a nice cool tone right here, plain brown transition color, and we're going to go ahead and use this brush in the crease and see, does it blend or does it not? Is it a good brush or is it not? So I think this transition color is like a tad bit too light for us to see, you know, it very vivid in camera. I'm going to go ahead and dip into a darker brown just so you guys can see the color more vivid on camera. That's a very dark brown. Very soft bristles, but not overly soft. Okay guys, so the shadow went on very lovely with the blender brush. Let's go ahead and go to the next brush, and that will be the shader eye brush. This is the shader eye brush. It's the flat shader eye brush. Let's go ahead and grab Tea Ceremony right here. This beautiful like shimmery brown. Wow, you guys can see that it picks up the product very nicely. Let's go ahead and see if it will pack it down onto the eye. Now, I do wish that they had a smaller brush in this set, because I think this is a tad bit large. I'm going to use the concealer brush to go ahead and just kind of blend this down. I'm going to be taking this green Kintsugi color. This is like lovely and like buttery, and I'm just going to go ahead and press it down into the center. Okay, let's take a little bit of powder and use the powder brush. This is actually very fluffy brush. Very fluffy. I mean, if you can see there, just look how the bristles, it's not very dense at all. Very fluffy. Kind of just clean up the eyeshadow that fell under my eye. I do like that you can hold it and bring it to a point though, if you want to make it more dense. But overall, this is a very fluffy brush for loose powder. Okay, let's try the flat contour. They had this one last year. I wasn't a big fan of this because I think I like more of a fluffy brush, but it does work very well, as you can see there. I do use this occasionally for my nose contour, which I will show you how that works. Palette, I tap like this, and then I tap the other side, knock off any extra, and then you just take that actual edge there and go straight down the sides of the nose right here. Okay, so this going on to the blush, this is, so I know it shows like more fluffy when I do that, but this is a little bit more of a denser blush brush. Let's go ahead and see how it works. Just dabbed it a few times, and this is a lovely blush brush, which I think I just put a little bit too much on. Now this is interesting. If you like to highlight with a fan, you can use this, or you can actually go down the sides of your nose to contour. I personally don't like this, but I'm going to use this on one side of the face, and then I'm going to go with the last brush, one of the last brushes that they have here, which I use this type to actually highlight because I think you have a more precision with it. So I'm going to go on this side and go ahead and highlight the upper cheekbone here. You guys can see how you have just a little bit more precision. And I also like to do the circles and then bring it up right here under the eyebrow, which you guys can see. Lovely brush. Now let's go ahead and try this fan brush on the other side. And you can obviously see the big difference of how the other brush picks up a lot more product. So if you are using a fan brush, this is like you'd have to dip it quite a bit of times to get as much product as this brush, as the other highlighter brush. Okay, so and then you go right under the eye. Okay guys, so the only brush that I did not use in this collection is their flat foundation brush, which this does not feel extremely dense compared to my other foundation brushes that I typically use. You guys can see the density in the bristles. You guys can see this is really super soft, but I will try this out in a different video. This foundation brush, you can I actually personally have brushes like this, and I like this for powder personally because I feel like you can actually pack it on flat right there, especially under the eyes. If I were to compare this is my typical foundation brush. You can see how dense the bristles are, and this one, you guys can see they are not very dense at all. But, you know, it might work, it might not, I don't know. I will try this one brush in a different video. Okay guys, so this is the next day. I thought I would try the foundation brush since I did not try it in the original video. This is just a flat top brush. And like I mentioned, it's not super dense, but so hopefully it works with my foundation. We're gonna see right now. Okay guys, so I'm just gonna actually dot this foundation on like that. Dot it on and then use my, my Wet n Wild brush to blend it out.
See if it has good coverage. I'm trying out this new Wet n Wild Pro brush.
Overall, I feel like these are good brushes, but I do wish that they had like the pencil brush I think that they had last year, where it's a fine pointed brush. I think that they could have added like some smaller packer brushes like that, or even of this size. You guys can see, like, I think it's a great set, but I think some of these brushes are not as popular for makeup artists or for everyday use. For example, you guys can see the big difference in size here. A little bit of a difference makes a big difference in your eyes because I can really get more in the corner here versus this is a little bit more tough and it goes on my actual crease. Anyways, but overall, these are very good quality brushes. I did buy the whole set last year, like I said, and I think that they really do hold up compared to a lot of the higher end brushes. This is a synthetic blend. Okay, so it says synthetic bristles mimic the consistency of a natural hair. And it's actually very, very true. It's like they're smooth, but at the same time, they're a little bit coarse. So that coarseness actually picks up the product and actually applies better to the face. These are, I think, well worth the money. If you guys did like this video, please hit that thumbs up button, hit the little subscribe button and the tiny little bell next to it for notifications of new videos, and give this video a thumbs up. I'm Christina Marie. I'm out. Bye.